Keletso is a 25-year-old founder and CEO of PasswordKid. He has a distinguished record of entrepreneurial success. Notably, he won the T-Pitch competition, the Uber Tech for Safety Pitch competition held among Southern African countries. He has also achieved first runner-up at the EY Pitch competition, where he competed with 92 entrepreneurs from 8 countries. Incredible. Right here in the building, ladies and gentlemen, please let's put our hands together for Keletso, founder and CEO of PasswordKid. A bit more energy, a bit more energy, a bit more energy, a bit more energy. Yeah, come on, Sebokeng. All right, while we organize the clicker for you and your presentation, you can just introduce yourself and get the presentation going away.
Good day. How you guys doing? Good, good. It's an honor to be here. At least I can see that I'm not the only crazy person in this world. There are people full in a room who are like me. So yeah, it's an honor to be here. My name is Keletso, and I happen to be one of the founding members of a child safety company called PasswordKid. So PasswordKid is a child safety company that prevents unauthorized child pickups and child kidnappings from primary schools and ECD centers. Thank you. So before I could think of becoming an entrepreneur, before I could know what actually an entrepreneur is, I was a techie not Nama or a country, but but a tech person, right? I hold a Bachelor of Sciences in Information Technology, specializing with software development. So the topic that's about to be spoken here today, it's a topic that's very close to my heart, and I'm looking forward to other speakers to speak about it, so that I could also learn. I'm still waiting for the presentation. So before I tell you why we decided to solve this particular problem out of all the problems that are there, let me tell you why actually we started, before I could tell you how we're doing it. So I grew up in a township predominantly like this one, right? Whereby around grade 10, 9, I used to be a football fan. So I used to play at an academy of a professional football club called Platinum Stars. To those who are football fans, they do know it. So I was staying with my mother and my younger brother on more like a 3-room zozonyana. So my mother was a domestic worker. Kana in the kitchen, yeah. So every morning, before I could go to school, I'd have 2 backpacks with me, right? The one filled with soccer boots, and then the one filled with my school books, right? So the team I was playing for was the same direction as my school, right? So it was useless for me to come back, fetch my training equipment after school, and then go back to practice. So what I'd do then is that I'll take my training equipment along with me to school, and then in the morning, after school, obviously, I head straight to practice. So before I could go to school in the morning, I'll take my younger brother to a preschool, and then I go to school. And then afternoon, after practice, I'd come back around 6, 7 in the evening. So oftentimes than not, I'd pump into my mother by the gate, right? And then the first thing she'd ask me is, meaning, where's your younger brother? And 100% of the times, I didn't know where he is, because since I dropped him at the school or at the preschool in the morning, I've never seen him. So one day, my mother sat me down and said, look, Chief, it's either I stop working so that I could take care of our younger brother, or you stop playing football. So that kind of hurt me in a way, because from the person who I was supposed to get that support from, she's the one who's saying to me, look, ball. But then again, as much as it was hurtful as it was, my younger brother's safety comes first, right? So I had to quit, and then I went on and finished my matric, went to university. And then at varsity, what I'd do is that I'd sell assignments on campus, right, for first years, second years, third years. So I knew that, so one day I heard that I have a competitor, right, on campus who's also doing the same thing that I'm doing, but I've never seen the guy. So one day I met the guy, and the guy said to me, look, Chief, it was on Thursday, look, Chief, tomorrow let's meet, I'll buy you lunch so that we could discuss how are we gonna work together on campus. I was like, cool, free lunch. And then I came tomorrow, we met, me and the guy. And then as we were having lunch, the guy said to me, Ash, I'll have to cut this lunch short because I have to go somewhere. I was like, where are you going? He said, no, I'm going to Mpumalanga. My aunt owns a preschool, so I help her with pickups because you know the chaotics of pickups, whereby parents don't answer their phones, they send strangers to come and pick up kids from school, and school owners can't really hand over a child to someone that they've never seen before, right? And then I said to the guy, look, man, I also grew up with a similar problem. I didn't know that other people who are experiencing it out there. But if me and you manage to experience it, well, on different scenarios, but it's the same problem, what can we do about it? He said, since we are both IT people, let's see what we can do about it. And then I said, no, I know. Me and you can build apps, Chief. We build the app, we put faces of people there. Whoever come, they check them on the app. I was like, no, Chief, relax. Go and drink water, it's hot. We'll meet again on Monday. Go and do your research. I was like, cool. So on my way to home, now my head is filled with this app that I'm about to build. I'm going to build that app. App. So fast forward comes Monday. We both have our researches. He did his own on his end. I did my own on my end. And then guess what we found out? We found out that there are around 1.3 million children trafficked every single day in South Africa alone. And most of them are being stolen from primary schools and ECD centers by strangers pretending to be parents or pretending to be sent by parents. And actually a child also goes missing every 5 hours in the country. And then after obviously conducting that research and then found out that, the guy said to me, actually before that, what confirmed us to actually solve this problem is the fact that we watched the video or an interview by Ms. Angie Motshekga, the former basic education minister, where she was asked on a national TV that, are you aware that kids are being stolen from school? And she said, yes, and we have no idea how we're going to solve it. It's there. And I was like, no, man. So I started taking it personally. Something needs to be done. So as you can see on your screen there, those are the articles from different countries about how kids get missing. And then, and then we decided to build an app-based service system that enables parents to delegate people they trust to go and pick up their child from school on their behalf in case they are not available. So the parent can delegate that particular person that they are sending to school, either using their ID cards or their ID numbers, their faces, or one-time passwords. So when the person gets to the school admin will get to verify that particular person using our PasswordKid station or PasswordKid app installed inside the school premises. So as you can see on the screen, there's something like a kiosk that the guy is holding. So that's what we install inside every school premises. That's where all the confirmations are happening when the child is being picked up, either by your face, your ID card, or one-time passwords. So think of it as your bank account, right? Whereby every time money enters or leaves your bank account, you get to get notified. Think of it in an instance of your child. And better more, you don't only receive that the child has just entered or left the school. You get to know who did the child live with, what time did they leave, as well as tracking them using a real-time location. So our target markets are primary schools, daycares, and so forth. So there are around 15 million children attending school every single day in South Africa alone, with more than 400 facilities on those that are active, primary schools, daycares, and so forth. So that's how broad we can take the market. So as you can see, that's the picture again of the stations that we service, that we install into schools. So we currently are seeing, it's even 3 times this now, over 1,000 plus active users on our platform. So during the time we were conducting our research, we found out that actually there are people who are trying to solve this problem, which are CCTV footages, access controls, and phone call confirmations. But the key differentiator between us and them is the fact that they only provide proof of what happened to the child, rather than stopping the child from being stolen at the first place. So you as the parent, what are you saying? Do you want your child to get snatched and then they show you the video? Or do you want to prevent it from happening at the first place? Thank you. So yeah, that's what makes us better. ID card scannings, face recognitions, barcodes, and so forth and so on. So, like Brazbu mentioned, we won this particular competition in Hammanskraal. So, Barnaba Peach, this is why it's 50,000 over 50. That's why it's. So, yeah. We are also currently being under the mentorships from the CEO of Vodacom South Africa. Amongst our mentors, we have Bulelani as well. We have the CEO of Vodacom, so we have a very, very large pool of people who are advising us as entrepreneurs. So yeah, the aim obviously is to go national. Our aim was to do it anytime before July, so we are slightly late, but we are going anytime before November. We have interest from other provinces because now we are only in Gauteng, Pretoria, and the Northwest. So we're looking to go to Limpopo, KZN, and Cape Town because that's where some of the interest is coming from. So yeah, that's just the pictures of. So I've been using different pictures for different clients. So that's just one of those pictures. So here are just testimonials from those who are using our systems. So, all right, so we have a team of 6 people. We hire 3 beautiful ladies, as well as 2 interns that are under the mentorship of a guy named Mbawula Chat. Just got the slide right away, who I think is the tallest guy in the room there. He is at the back. So the guy I was telling you guys about, the one I was doing a research, is the guy behind there who happens to be my co-founder, Ntokozo Tlomuka. Yeah, so that's Mpo, that's me, that's Ntokozo. Myself and Ntokozo have BScs in IT. We also have an MBA. Mpo is also into marketing and sales, and he now have 2 interns that are under his wing that he's advising into the team. So yeah, thank you guys for listening. Looking forward to hearing from other speakers as well.
All right, did you enjoy that? Yeah. Quite inspiring, right? A young man doing incredible work. Come on, Sebokeng, come on, Sebokeng, come on, Sebokeng. Incredible, it can be done. Keletso, you know, our theme for today is how do you use technology to grow your business? What are some of the technology platforms that you've used, and how have you used technology to grow your business?
Sure, thanks, Brasbu. So we're living in a very fast-paced world, whereby technology should actually start being treated as should be started as something that's important, not just an option, right? I believe the difference between ShopRite and then that they Tapos, Puzzle Shop, Sebokeng, it's automation and other things that are technology enabled. So us as the company, we don't have anyone who's into finance, but we're using a platform named Sage that does all the payroll thing for you, the payment processes and all those kind of things. So now what it then does, it gives you automation in terms of appointments. Now you get to do things online as opposed to hiring someone who's gonna do the very thing for you. And now you can be agile and move faster because you're enabling technologies to run the business for you.
Fantastic, please can we give him a round of applause? All right, so we have a couple of questions. 2 questions from the floor. Is there anybody who's got a question for this young man? All right, there, please can you give the mic to the lady dressed in the beautiful orange dress? Go to Moon. All right, question?
Okay, what I just wanted to find out is who pays for this service? Is it the school or is it the parent? Thank you.
Thanks, great question. So the people who pays are parents, but they added on top of the school fees because the service benefits them more than anyone, right? So for instance, if the preschool that our kid is going to, it's $1,000. They can simply say, we add extra 40 rands or 50 rands on top so that we can get our cut, and then the school fees, the school gets to also get their school fees in time to avoid the back and forth of every parent going to deposit in our account, blah, blah, blah.
All right, one more question from the floor, please. One more? All right, Mike?
Hi.
Yes, my sister.
Okay, hi everyone. Keletso, just wanted to find out, is it specifically for multiracial or do you cater for public schools as well?
Thank you. So we believe every child deserves a familiarity safety routine, regardless of your background, townships, Model C and all that. So we cater for everyone.
So now, going back to the lady's question, for public schools where parents do not pay school fees, then in that case, who caters? Does the government have a capacity for such?
Yes, actually they do. For now, we are only out onboarding preschools. So we have interest from Limpopo in 3 primary schools actually that are going to add it on top of their next year budget.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you, my sister. All right, one more time, please. Let's put our hands together for Keletso Lekwakwe. So before